Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. We are from Group 5. Today, we will present on the topic the implementation of the related government policy and sustainable development goal to ensure the sustainability of the resources. Before we start, I will introduce my group member. Me, Nurjana binti Muhammad Rafi, metric number 71210. Next, Nurul Shazia binti Anwar, metric number 71252. Jordan Saichan Zain, metric number 75212. Thomas Quaid Zuo Chin, metric number 77008.
Let's introduce about the Sustainable Development Goals, which known as SDG, and the SDG which related to the river water. So, what are the Sustainable Development Goals? In 2015, the United Nations established the Sustainable Development Goals, also known as the Global Goals, as a global call to action to eliminate poverty, safeguard the planet, and guarantee that by 2030, all people live in harmony and prosperity. With 13 SDGs at its core, the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, which is a blueprint of action for people, the planet, and prosperity in order to build a better and more sustainable future for all. And here is the goal related to the river water resources. The first one is the SDG 2, End Hunger. And secondly is the SDG 6, the Clean Water and Sanitation. And the third one, which is SDG 7, Affordable and Clean Energy. And the last one is the SDG 14, Life Below Water. The first goal that related to river water resources is SDG 2, End Hunger. SDG 2 targets to end world hunger by achieving food security and improving nutrition, as well as promoting sustainable agriculture. According to the World Food Programme, 135 million people are suffering from severe hunger due to man-made conflicts, climate change, and economic downturns. By the end of 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic might have doubled that populations, placing an extra 130 million people at danger of starvation. SDG 2 is related to river water pollution, as the agricultural development to achieve SDG 2 contaminates the water, making water pollution more threatening. This will establish a trade-off between hunger elimination and water quality. Furthermore, due to inadequate river water quality, pollutant water has been used for irrigations, resulting in significant food and agriculture land contaminations, especially from heavy metal. The next goal following by SDG 6, Clean Water and Sanitation. SDG 6 aims to ensure the availability and long-term sustainable management of clean water and sanitation. Despite significant progress in extending access to safe drinking water and sanitation, millions of people, particularly in rural regions, still lack of this essential service. Globally, 1 out of every 3 individuals lack access to safe drinking water, and 2 out of every 5 people lack of a basic hand washing facility with soap and water. According to Baduri et al., river water and the SDG 6 has a significant link that focus on water sustainability. If the river water is contaminated, the socio-ecological system will suffer long-term consequences and will become a worldwide issue. Apparently, the goal of reducing river water pollution cannot be achieved in isolation, but rather by utilizing synergy between the river water usage and river water quality. The inadequate sanitation can contribute significantly to river water contamination and the maintenance of unhealthy water quality. For example, approximately 90% of sewage released in underdeveloped nations is untreated into the water.
According to the United Nations, the SDG 7, which is the affordable and clean energy intended to measure access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy for all. As we all know, the topic of renewable energy resources sparked discussion in the public, where people are hoping it would solve the world energy crisis. However, apart from that, the utilization and again of accessibility of renewable energy would greatly increase the energy efficiency around the world, contributing to the remarkable economic influences, notably for the developing countries. The close interrelation between the renewable energy and climate change was also emphasized in SDG 7. Despite the progress being small, but we are indeed currently working on it. The river water is a great source for the hydropower technology to generate energy, where the electricity generating process of hydropower technology is simply driven by the kinetic energy produced by the water flow. According to Moran and her colleagues in 2018, hydropower is one of the most widely applied renewable resources, with up to 71% around the world in the year 2016. The United Nations is also putting in efforts to further improve various aspects of the current hydropower technologies. For instance, in 2017, about 46% of the international financial flows were received by hydropower projects in developing countries. Last but not least, the goal number 14, Life Below Water, is concerned with the conservation and sustainable use of oceans, seas, and marine resources. SDG 14 demands for a diminution of marine pollution, which can be accomplished through the effective water pollution control. This goal also aims to conserve sufficient areas of marine and coastal regions. With these approaches, the aquatic ecosystem could also be protected from threats, namely the water pollution. Due to the fact that a polluted river or groundwater eventually flows into the sea, every pollutant or waste found in these effluents has the ability to harm coastal and marine ecosystem. For example, in Australia, the land-based activities contributing to the decreased marine and coastal water or sediment quality is no longer a news. It further proves that the pollution of the river water is closely related to the other water bodies. Next, I pass the presentation to Nuru Shazia for the explanation of policies.
What is policy? Policy is a rule or administrative action that has been formally agreed upon as an allocation of resources, and it covers a wide range of sectors. According to Torjman, 2005, government have focused their effort on policy formulation to achieve the objective and common interest.
There are 4 government policies that we will present. First of all is National Policy on Environment. The second is National Food Safety Policy. The third is National Urbanization Policy. And the last one is National Green Technology Policy. So how policies promote sustainable management of water? For the first policy is National Policy on Environment. The first point is have effective management of the environment. Measures taken to conserve and protect the environment to meet the needs and aspirations of the population. A systematic and comprehensive inventory of existing and quality water resources, including groundwater resources, will be established. In addition, there is a long-term national plan to be prepared for water management and protection to prevent waste and pollution. In addition, there must be planning, coordination, monitoring, and classification of beneficial uses for river basin management and a related development project for the purpose of ensuring environmental sustainability. Ocean beach, lake, river, mangrove, and so on need to be well monitored according to environmentally friendly management so that the use of water resources and aquatic life is used properly. The second point is prevention and control of pollution and environmental degradation. Each industry is encouraged to formulate policies that result in activities and production of products that have little impact on water resources. The approach that can be used in with control at every stage for all major pollutant emissions to water supply sources. In addition, the use of the polluter pay principle appropriate techno-economic incentive and disincentive. In fact, a master plan also needs to be created to prevent and eliminate water pollution as well as the sustainable use of water resources. For the National Food Safety Policy, the first point is management in wastewater treatment process. The ISTP innovation produced treated sewage that meet the ASPAN standard criteria. ISTP is an industrial design that takes an aerobic sewage treatment plant, making it an easy to install system. In fact, it can also accelerate the improvement of water quality around coastal areas. In addition, it can also prevent water quality in the surrounding area from being polluted. In this way, it can ensure that safety of local consumers who use the supply of water resources in food processing. For the next point is prescribing the water resources bill on food security. Through the water resources bill, it can address the issue of river pollution. This is because these laws are enacted uniformly and comprehensively by all states to strengthen the management, control and enforcement of water resources. In fact, it can also limit the capacity of water resources from waste. Water resources control and management activity are used to prevent waste and environmental pollution on farmland. The number of funds for food supplies complies with all elements in the certification related to good agriculture practice activity.
Next, National Urbanization Policy. First, avoid water pollution. The implementation of the National Urbanization Policy can prevent water pollution. This is because this policy can improve good urban management, especially for densely populated areas by providing garbage bins for each residential area to prevent water pollution due to the immoral attitude of some people who like to throw garbage in rivers or seawater. As mentioned by Razé 2014, water pollution also occurs in large urban areas due to the garbage disposal and toxic waste disposal. Thus, the formulation of this policy can create rules on environmental care that can maintain water cleanness and improve environmental safety, especially with regard to water resources. Second is prevent water wastage. Existing policy can prevent water wastage in the community. This is because this policy can create awareness among the community about the importance of water, which will be a factor in the existence of cooperation among residents to maintain water quality and use water according to their needs. Besides, creating plans to improve service and infrastructure such as building treatment plants and distillation plants to get an adequate clean water supply to meet water supply needs and increase water consumption savings among the community. Moreover, this urbanization policy can increase awareness among the community to save while using water supply by conducting various activities such as conducting research programs or awareness campaigns conducted by the government and the private sector in order to raise public awareness on this water issue. The last is National Green Technology Policy. First, improving water quality. Policy formulation in a country can protect natural resources, such as improving water quality. This is because they are policies that encourage the use of green technology in the economic field in terms of agriculture and husbandry activities. In agriculture, using green technology known as vermicompost technology can maintain water quality because vermicompost, which uses worms as fertilize compared to the use of synthetic chemical fertilize, pesticides or livestock waste can affect the pH value of water, especially when it rains. According to Abdullah 2015, green technology can help conserve and minimize adverse effects on the environment, including water resource from being polluted as a result of economic activities that have been carried out by humans and can raise awareness among the community. And the second point is protect ecosystem and aquatic life diversity. Policies that have been enacted and can improve care for ecosystem and aquatic life, such as fishing activity that use green technology that is more environmentally friendly to animals and does not disturb the habitat of aquatic life, which is one of the important components of water resources. As stated by Malcolm 2014, green technology plays an important role in ensuring the sustainability of living ecosystem. Furthermore, every policy that has been enacted and can protect the natural resource available in our country. And this policy that has been implemented can increase public awareness about the care of natural resources, especially when carrying out any activity involving natural resources, so that they are smarter when using natural resources. This is our reference.
That's all from us. Thank you.